Once upon a time, in the village of Enchantment, there lived a young boy named Chinedu. Chinedu was known for his love of music. He could spend hours listening to the rhythmic beats of the village drums and the melodious tunes of the local musicians. One sunny afternoon, while Chinedu was playing by the riverbank, he heard a faint sound coming from the forest. Curious, he followed the sound until he reached a clearing where he found an old, weather-beaten drum lying on the ground. Intrigued, Chinedu picked up the drum and began to play. To his amazement, the drum produced the most enchanting music he had ever heard. The villagers soon gathered around, drawn by the mesmerizing sound. As Chinedu continued to play, he noticed something strange happening. The trees began to sway, and the animals of the forest emerged from their hiding places, dancing to the rhythm of the drum. From that day on, Chinedu became the guardian of the mysterious drum. He would play it every evening, and the villagers would gather to listen, their worries and troubles melting away in the magic of the music. But as Chinedu delved deeper into the mysteries of the drum, he realized that its power came with a price. Dark forces lurked in the shadows, drawn by the allure of the enchanted music, and Chinedu knew that he must tread carefully if he was to protect his village from harm. With courage and determination, Chinedu set out to uncover the secrets of the drum and unlock its true potential. Little did he know that his journey would take him on an adventure beyond his wildest dreams, where the power of music would lead him to discover the greatest mystery of all. As Chinedu continued to explore the mysteries of the drum, he found himself facing greater challenges. One evening, as he played the drum with all his heart, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness of the forest. It was Ezin, the village elder, her eyes filled with concern. "Chinedu," he said, her voice trembling, "you must be careful. The drum holds great power, but it also attracts danger." Chinedu nodded, understanding the gravity of Ezin's words. He knew that he couldn't let fear stop him from uncovering the truth behind the drum's magic. With Ezin's guidance, he delved deeper into its secrets, determined to harness its power for good. But as Chinedu's mastery of the drum grew, so did the threat posed by those who sought to exploit its power for their own nefarious purposes. Rumors spread of dark forces gathering on the outskirts of the village, drawn by the irresistible lure of the enchanted music. Undeterred, Chinedu resolved to confront the looming danger head-on. With the support of his friends and fellow villagers, he embarked on a quest to protect their home from the encroaching darkness. Together, they faced countless trials and tribulations, battling fierce creatures and overcoming treacherous obstacles in their quest to safeguard the village and unlock the true potential of the mystical drum. But as they ventured deeper into the heart of the unknown, they realized that the greatest challenge still lay ahead: a confrontation with the very source of the drum's power, a force of unimaginable darkness that threatened to consume everything in its path. With their courage and determination tested to the limit, Chinedu and his companions braced themselves for the ultimate showdown, knowing that the fate of their village and perhaps the entire world hung in the balance. As Chinedu and his companions ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, the air grew thick with anticipation. They could feel the dark presence looming closer with every step they took. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an eerie, pulsating light. At its center stood a towering figure, cloaked in shadow and surrounded by swirling darkness. It was the source of the drum's power, the embodiment of the ancient evil that had plagued their village for generations. Chinedu tightened his grip on the drum, his heart pounding with determination. With a defiant cry, he began to play, channeling all his strength and resolve into the music. As the sound of the drum echoed through the clearing, the darkness recoiled, writhing in agony. For the first time, Chinedu glimpsed the true extent of his power, the power of music, to drive away the forces of darkness and bring light to even the darkest corners of the world. But just as victory seemed within reach, the dark figure unleashed a mighty roar, summoning forth a horde of shadowy creatures to do its bidding. Chinedu and his companions fought valiantly, their swords flashing in the moonlight as they battled against the encroaching darkness. Yet, despite their bravery, they soon found themselves outnumbered and outmatched. With each passing moment, the darkness threatened to overwhelm them, its sinister influence growing stronger with every beat of the drum. Desperate, Chinedu dug deep within himself, drawing upon the strength of his ancestors and the love of his village. With a final, defiant cry, he unleashed a torrent of music so pure and powerful that it pierced through the darkness, banishing it from the clearing once and for all. As the last echoes of the drum faded away, Chinedu and his companions collapsed to the ground, exhausted but victorious. The darkness had been vanquished, and the village of Enchanted was safe once more. But even as they celebrated their hard-won victory, Chinedu knew that their journey was far from over. For the mysteries of the drum had only just begun to reveal themselves, and there were still countless adventures awaiting them on the horizon. But even as they celebrated their hard-won victory, Chinedu knew that their journey was far from over. For the mysteries of the drum had only just begun to reveal themselves, and there were still countless adventures awaiting them on the horizon. Back in the village of Enchanted, Chinedu and Ezen shared their findings with the villagers, who listened with rapt attention. As the sun set on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the gathering, Chinedu took up the drum once more, its familiar rhythms filling the air with a sense of hope and possibility. With each beat of the drum, Chinedu felt a connection to something greater than himself, a connection to the timeless power of music that had guided him on his journey. And as the villagers danced and sang around him, he knew that their bond was unbreakable, forged in the fires of adversity and strengthened by their shared belief in the magic of music. As the night wore on, Chinedu and Ezen stood side by side, watching over the village with pride and gratitude, for they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, armed with the knowledge that the power of music could overcome even the darkest of shadows. And so, dear children, the story of Chinedu and the village drum teaches us a valuable lesson, that music has the power to unite us, to inspire us, and to bring light to even the darkest of times. So let us always cherish the gift of music, and let its melodies guide us on our journey through life.